If you've ever struggled with self-doubt, if you find it hard to accept compliments, or if you often feel like you're not enough, this video is for you. Building self-esteem takes time, but the rewards are beyond worth it. Healthy self-esteem helps you navigate through life with more confidence, positivity, and resilience. So today I'm going to share practical tips and strategies that will help you believe in yourself and feel more confident every single day. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to start your self-love journey. So let's jump right in. First things first, one of the biggest challenges we all face is comparing ourselves to others. Let's be honest, we live in a world where it's easier than ever to see what everyone else is doing, achieving, and looking like. And it can be really tempting to compare ourselves, to wonder why we don't have what someone else has, or why we don't look like that influencer on Instagram. But here's the thing, comparison is the thief of joy. It doesn't serve you, and all it does is make you feel less than, when in reality you are unique, with your own strengths, talents, and beauty. So, the first step to boosting your self-esteem is to stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own journey. Think about it. No one else is living your life. No one else has your exact background, experiences, or talents. So it doesn't make sense to compare yourself to someone who is on a completely different path. Instead of comparing, ask yourself, what are my strengths? What have I accomplished that I'm proud of? What makes me unique and valuable? When you start focusing on your own strengths and accomplishments, you'll begin to see just how amazing you truly are. Write your accomplishments down. Keep a journal where you regularly list your achievements, no matter how small. This simple act of recording and reflecting on your successes can make a big difference in how you see yourself. Plus, whenever self-doubt starts creeping in, you can look back at your journal and remind yourself of everything you've achieved. All right, now that we've talked about avoiding comparisons, let's move on to the next step, setting realistic goals for yourself. This is something that can really boost your self-esteem in the long run. You see, when you set goals that are achievable and then work towards them, you give yourself the opportunity to succeed, and that success builds your confidence. But here's the catch. It's important that the goals you set are realistic. If you set goals that are too big, too soon, and don't achieve them, it can actually have the opposite effect. It can make you feel like you're failing, which is not what we want. So here's what I suggest. Start by setting small, manageable goals that you know you can achieve. These could be anything from getting up 10 minutes earlier in the morning to completing a task you've been putting off. As you accomplish these smaller goals, you'll start to build momentum and trust in your ability to succeed. And you know what makes this even better? Celebrating your successes, no matter how small they might seem. When you hit a goal, take a moment to celebrate it. Maybe treat yourself to your favorite snack, or give yourself a pat on the back. Recognize that you've accomplished something, and let that feeling of accomplishment soak in. By setting realistic goals and celebrating your progress, you're teaching yourself that you can achieve what you set your mind to. And that's a powerful motivator for building your self-esteem. Now let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. This one is absolutely crucial. The people in your life have a huge impact on how you see yourself. So it's important to surround yourself with positive, supportive people who lift you up rather than tear you down. Think about it. Have you ever spent time with someone who made you feel small, criticized you, or brought a lot of negativity into your life? It doesn't feel good, right? Those kinds of people can really bring down your self-esteem, so it's important to limit your exposure to them. On the flip side, spending time with people who encourage you, compliment you, and genuinely want to see you succeed can have a massive positive effect on your self-esteem. These are the kind of people you want in your circle. But here's the thing. It's not always easy to cut out negative people, especially if they're family or close friends. So here's my advice. If you can't completely avoid them, try to minimize the time you spend with them and counterbalance their negativity by spending more time with the positive people in your life. And remember, every interaction you have influences your self-esteem, so choose your company wisely. You deserve to be around people who make you feel good about yourself. Taking care of yourself is another key part of building self-esteem. When you take care of your body and mind, you send yourself a powerful message that you are worth caring for. Let's start with the basics. Getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, and exercising regularly are all essential for your physical well-being. But they also have a direct impact on how you feel about yourself. Think about it. How do you feel when you're well-rested, when you've eaten a nutritious meal, or when you've moved your body? You feel energized, refreshed, and strong, right? On the other hand, when you're tired, eating junk, or stuck on the couch all day, you're more likely to feel sluggish, irritable, and down on yourself. So here's an easy phrase to remember. Take care of your body and your mind will follow. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small changes. Maybe go to bed a bit earlier tonight, or swap out your afternoon snack for something healthy. Take a short walk, even if it's just around your house. These small acts of self-care add up, and they build your self-esteem by showing yourself that you're worth the effort. And don't forget to make time for relaxation and activities that bring you joy. Whether it's reading a book, spending time in nature, or trying out a new hobby, these things aren't just fun. They're essential for your self-worth. Now let's dive into something that we all struggle with from time to time: negative thoughts. We all have that little voice in our head that sometimes tells us, "You're not good enough, you can't do this," or "Why even bother?" The trick is to challenge these negative thoughts and replace them with positive, empowering ones. You might be wondering, how do I do that? Well, it starts with awareness. The next time you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself, pause and ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there evidence to support it? Most of the time, you'll find that these thoughts are based on fear or past experiences, not on reality. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'll never be successful," try to counter that thought with a positive statement like, "I am capable of achieving my goals, and I'm taking steps towards them every day." By consciously replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, you're rewiring your brain to focus on your potential rather than your perceived shortcomings. It's also important to be kind to yourself during this process. Remember, challenging negative thoughts isn't easy and it takes time. But every time you challenge a negative thought, you're taking a step towards greater self-esteem. And speaking of kindness, let's talk about self-compassion. This might be new for some of you, but it's one of the most powerful tools you can use to boost your self-esteem. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend who's going through a tough time. Here's the thing, most of us are really hard on ourselves. We criticize ourselves harshly. We dwell on our mistakes and we often expect perfection. But guess what? Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has their off days, and it's okay. So the next time you mess up or have a bad day, instead of beating yourself up, practice self-compassion. Say to yourself, "It's okay to feel this way. I'm doing my best." Or, "It's just one bad day and it doesn't define me." By being kind to yourself, you'll find that your inner critic loses its power and your self-esteem begins to flourish. Now, here's a fun tip that can make a big difference. Do more of the things that you enjoy. It might sound simple, but engaging in activities that bring you joy is a great way to boost your mood and self-esteem. Think about it. When you do something you love, whether it's painting, playing a sport, gardening, or even just watching your favorite show, you're feeding your soul. These activities bring you a sense of fulfillment and happiness, and they remind you of what makes life enjoyable. And here's the bonus. When you engage in activities that make you happy, you're more likely to feel good about yourself. You're in a positive frame of mind, and that positivity spills over into how you see yourself. So my challenge to you is to make time for the things that light you up. Even if it's just for a few minutes each day, do something that makes your heart smile. You'll be amazed at how much of an impact it can have on your self-esteem. And speaking of doing things you enjoy, let's talk about the power of helping others. One of the most fulfilling ways to boost your self-esteem is to make a positive difference in someone else's life. Volunteering, helping a friend in need, or simply lending an ear to someone who's going through a tough time. These acts of kindness not only benefit those you're helping, but they also boost your own sense of self-worth. When you help others, you're reminded of your value and you see the impact you can have in the world. It reinforces the idea that you are capable, that you can contribute, and that others appreciate what you bring to the table. Let me give you an example. There was a time when I was feeling pretty low, questioning my worth and abilities. A friend suggested volunteering at a local shelter, and honestly, I wasn't sure if I was up for it. But I decided to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did. The gratitude and positivity from the people I helped lifted me in ways I hadn't expected. It wasn't just about doing something good. It was about realizing that I had something valuable to offer. Helping others doesn't have to be grand or time-consuming. It could be as simple as sending a kind message to a friend who's having a tough day or helping a neighbor carry their groceries. Small acts of kindness add up, and they can do wonders for your self-esteem. Now, I want to share a powerful exercise that can really transform the way you see yourself, talking to your younger self. This may sound a bit unique, but bear with me. This exercise is about reconnecting with a younger version of yourself, the one that might have felt insecure, afraid, or unsure. Think back to when you were a child or teenager. What were some of the struggles you faced? What insecurities did you have? Now imagine you could go back and talk to your younger self. What would you say? How would you comfort and encourage them? Here's why this exercise is so powerful. It helps you recognize that the insecurities and fears you had back then don't have to define you now. By offering words of comfort and encouragement to your younger self, you're also offering them to your current self. You might say something like, "You're going to grow and learn, and you'll become stronger because of this." Or, "It's okay to be scared, but you're going to get through it." By healing these old wounds, you start to reform your bond with yourself. You become your own biggest supporter, which is crucial for building self-esteem. Another important aspect of self-esteem is how we present ourselves to the world. Now, this isn't about needing to look a certain way to feel good about yourself. It's about feeling comfortable and confident in your own style. Getting your hair and clothes right doesn't mean you have to follow trends or impress others. It means choosing things that make you feel good, that express who you are, and that boost your confidence. When you feel comfortable in your own style, it sends a signal to your brain that says, "I'm confident, I'm proud of who I am, and I'm ready to face the world." Take some time to experiment with your style. Try on different outfits, play around with your hair, and find what makes you feel like your best self. Remember, this is about you, not about what anyone else thinks. If you feel good in what you're wearing, if you look in the mirror and like what you see, that confidence will radiate from the inside out. And here's a tip. Wear something that makes you feel confident, even on days when you're just lounging at home. It could be your favorite comfy sweater, a vibrant pair of socks, or a hairstyle that makes you smile. You'll notice a difference in how you feel, and that confidence will start to build. Lastly, I want to circle back to one of the most crucial aspects of self-esteem, the people around you. We've already talked about surrounding yourself with positive people, but let's take that a step further. Actively seek out relationships that uplift you and make you feel good about yourself. Find people who believe in you, who celebrate your successes, and who remind you of your worth, and be that kind of friend to others as well. Building a network of positive and supportive relationships creates a safe space where your self-esteem can thrive. If you find yourself surrounded by negativity or criticism, it's okay to set boundaries. Not everyone will be a positive influence, and that's okay. What matters is that you create an environment where you feel loved, supported, and encouraged. As you nurture these positive relationships, you'll start to see your self-esteem grow. When we're surrounded by people who value us, it becomes easier to value ourselves. And there you have it, our guide to boosting your self-esteem one step at a time. Every tip we've discussed today is something you can start doing right away. Remember, this journey is about progress, not perfection. Building self-esteem takes time, but by putting these strategies into practice, you'll begin to see a real transformation in how you view yourself. Let's recap. 1. Stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own strengths and accomplishments. 2. Set realistic goals and celebrate your successes. 3. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people. 4. Take care of your body and mind through sleep, nutrition, and exercise. 5. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones. 6. Practice self-compassion and be kind to yourself. 7. Do more of what you love and help others when you can. 8. Talk to your younger self and heal old insecurities. 9. Get comfortable in your own style. Wear what makes you feel confident. 10. Nurture supportive relationships that uplift you. I hope this video has inspired you to take charge of your self-esteem and start believing in your worth. You are capable, you are unique, and you deserve to feel confident in who you are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on self-love, personal growth, and living a fulfilling life. And of course, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you're going to do today to boost your self-esteem? Thank you for watching, and remember, you've got this. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos.